So as we promised in our second video on our mineral salt lick blocks that we're creating, basically what we're doing is we're taking our mineral blocks that we broke down out of our 50-pound block, and we are putting molasses on the top. And I have my lovely two assistants right there. Let's see if we can get them into focus. They're helping me do all the painting on these mineral blocks. So they're having fun. They've already gotten their first ones done right there and there. See if I can get them into focus. There we go. But the big thing that we're doing is we're taking the blocks, we're going across on the rough edges. Part of the reason I like using the drill bits as opposed to a saw or something like that is you get nice little grooves down in the block that holds the molasses really well. And then on top of that, in addition to that, let me see if I can pull this one up here and show you before she paints it a little too much. You can see the little holes here and here and here and here. I drill holes about 3/4 of the way down in the block. Kind of use your discretion so you don't split your blocks. Once you get to blocks this size, if you try going to town drilling them, you're gonna split some if you really overdo it. So I usually go anywhere from about an inch to an inch and a half, maybe 2 on the very high end for these blocks. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some molasses on these for the girls so they don't lose patience with me. And while I'm getting molasses on these, waiting for them to paint them, I will turn around in just a second and I'll pause it and I'll show you a breakdown of how much this extra molasses cost us. And I know for a fact with these size blocks and the amount of molasses we're putting on, we're definitely going to have molasses left over for this for down the road, so we can definitely use it beyond just this one time. So let me get a little pause in here and I'll break down the cost for you guys. Okay, so the molasses with tax cost me $8.43. Divide that up by the 24 salt blocks that we're putting it on. That'd be about 35 cents each. Like I said, this is gonna be more than enough molasses to go on the 24 blocks. Plus, I'm probably gonna have some extra. I might do a lick post or something for you guys. Add that to the 81 cents that we already had invested in the blocks, and the total per block is $1.16, which is extremely hard to beat. By comparison, they work as well as or better, in my opinion, from what I've seen, than the Apple blocks. They run $4.99 before tax. That's an after-tax price. So you're literally saving $4.10 a block. And like I said, I honestly think these work better than regular molasses blocks do. And I'm hoping my girls don't get any molasses on my wife's camera or I will be a dead man. But you multiply that by the 24 blocks, by the time you're done, you're basically saving yourself almost $100, which is an incredible savings and a great way for your kids to have a blast sprinkling you with molasses. So everybody have a nice day, and this is BuckPole signing out on this project. Bye.